Today is the anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor by Japan. We don't ever want to forget this day. Now, it was a successful battle from Japan's perspective. I mean, they completely neutralized our naval base at Pearl Harbor. This was the headquarters for the Pacific Fleet at that time. We'd had a Cold War going on with Japan for some time, for decades. Japan wanted to control China, Indochina, Southeast Asia. We were a threat to that. We didn't have just the military base in Pearl Harbor, but also in the Philippines. They really thought that if they could successfully neutralize the base at Pearl Harbor, that we would turn tail and run. It would neutralize us, and we would not engage in the war. Wow, what a bonehead mistake that was. But listen, the plan itself was actually a good one because it would have worked with 99 out of 100 other countries, but not America. They underestimated the courage, the heart, and the soul of Americans. Now, as I mentioned, it was a success. They killed 2,403 Americans. They destroyed 188 of our planes and most of our naval fleet, including sinking 4 of our 8 battleships. You don't fight in the seas without battleships. One interesting thing is they didn't even go after the 3 American aircraft carriers, the largest ships in the world. The Enterprise was actually sort of close by. They managed to get a few planes off and fight in a second wave of the Japanese attacks. But they didn't think they had to take out the aircraft carriers because it would be enough to keep America out. Wow, how dumb was that? Within 24 hours of the attack, the American Congress had almost unanimously declared war, and of course Roosevelt signed it, and we were in this thing. And let me go back to that one ship, the Enterprise. You know what they did during World War II? They successfully downed 1,000 enemy fighter planes. They destroyed almost 300 enemy ships and submarines. They were in a bunch of famous battles like Iwo Jima, Okinawa, Midway. Remember Doolittle's raid where he took those planes and bombed Tokyo? Guess what ship they lifted off of? Yeah, the Enterprise. There was a man, a fighter pilot on the Enterprise. His name was Jack Taylor. He started a company back in 1969, still around today. And guess what he called it? Enterprise. Rent-A-Car. Think about Pearl Harbor every time you're in one of those cars. But also, we need to always remember this date and this battle because, again, it showed just the courage that Americans had. And we need to ask ourselves, the next war, and it's coming, I believe it will be with China, maybe in our lifetime. But regardless, a war's coming. Will America have the courage, the heart, and the soul that our fathers, our grandfathers, our great-grandfathers and mothers had in World War II? Never forget this day.